know. I don't know if it's gonna let me. I'm gonna try again.
B. Hickey's in the house. McGovern.
Hold on, we're not ready, Jed.
Yeah, whenever you want to go, we go.
Okay, I just invited you again. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, less than a minute.
All right, so Discord, folks. Me and Jed are gonna go on Facebook Live, so I'm gonna talk like I'm on the Facebook Live. Feel free to chime in on the Discord, talk as much as you want. I'm probably gonna kind of continuously talk a little bit, but feel free to apply some comedy, race, whatever you guys want. Just have a good time with it. I'm not gonna mute anybody. Mute yourself if you don't want to talk, and we'll kind of treat it like a little bit of a race radio. So, just so you guys know, first 2 minutes, 50 watts or less, okay? So, it's going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We're going 50 watts for 2 minutes. So the race actually starts at 2 minutes on your race timer. So 50 watts for 2 minutes.
Okay, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, hello and welcome as we bring in our audience here for race number 3. Live on Facebook, we've got number 3 in the series of the MTCX Zwift, the greatest London route, far from flat, as we get ready. The crux of the series here tonight. Welcome everybody. Of course, I'm with my main man and sponsor, Jed Denson, ZillaState.com. Also, huge shout out to Big Sky Brewery, sponsoring the series once again. Really appreciate it.
All right, Sean, how you doing this evening?
Doing good, bud. Jed's in the house for all our Discord folks. How are you, Jed?
I'm doing well. I am much heavier dressed than you are. So, as you can see, Sean is sporting something a little bit better for what's getting ready to happen here on the greatest London route. It's a very punchy route. As I look at the course here, it is not a pancake straight line. It looks more like the serrated edge of a knife. So you are going to be on the edge of that knife for most of the evening. So we're really looking forward to that as well. And great to have everybody here. Sean, what do you got?
Yeah, Zilla, we're about 400 feet of climbing for tonight. It's a little bit hillier. I don't want to call it like true rollers. You know, people have a lot of weird things when you say rollers. They get kind of like nervous. I wouldn't call it true rollers, more punchy, you know what I mean? Think like 10, 15 second climbs. I know a lot of you guys have pre-ridden this route, but it's going to be tomorrow's workout, Coach Jeff. We're just going to go up and down a bunch. It's just a lot of up and downs. It'll be hard to stay together as a group, but should be fun tonight, Jeff. We got A's, B's, C's, and D's. Zilla, let's run through our leaders here. In the A's, it was actually Tino Sonora, MTCX, took the lead in the overall series. Yarmar just behind in second now in that series, Jed.
Yeah, and then we got Matt Butterfield, then Sean Radley, then the State Force, Rob Ambrine, Cassie Nelson, Leon Whitaker, Peter LeClaire, Corey Burgess, David Brockman, Andrew Wilcox, Brendan Halpin, Ignacio Mendez-Nunez, and Cameron Johnson.
That's a great.
And then we move into the B's. We have Kinsey Riemann, Jeff Brown, John Melvin, Corey Kaufman, Ryan Sudbury, Joel Brown, Kevin Paulington, Elsa Westenfelder, Phil Higuera, Jess Culver, Lacey Bierman, and Kyle Johnson.
My main guys Zilla be butchering names over here on the live feed. Kevin Paulington, just like the real announcer, Zilla.
Dude, that's the way I roll.
The man, the myth, the legend. Yeah, Kevin Paulington. Sorry, bud. Zilla just called you Kevin, like my brother.
Sorry.
Shout out, Kevin. I hope you're in that new house, man.
Nice. So we'll go into the C's, and please forgive me if I butcher your name.
No, you won't. You know these C's. Just running down the C leaders.
That's because I rolled with the C's. We got Sean Roberts, Keller Mitchell,
Roberts leading the C's.
Sean
Keller
Murphy,
Mitchell.
Carl Westenfellow, that's Kilowatt, Will Harper, Mark Hellwhite, Joey Petrelli, Jeff Bookwalter, Hillary Wood, Pam Estelle, Emily Linton, Tom Anderson, and Rob Fleming. And then in the D's, we have Milo Spoon, Jason McNacken, Danny Spoon, and Colin Hickey.
So, Jeff was just running down the series leaders. In the B's, Kinsey Ramin's leading the series. In the C's, it's a three-way tie. Sean Roberts, Sean Murphy, and Keller Mitchell. In the D's, it's Milo Spoon, the junior racer from the Mammoths, leading the series. Thunder's in there. Danny Spoon's in there. Thunder and the juniors getting after it. Love it.
Nice.
We are just about 9 minutes away from getting started here. Just a reminder, once the clock hits 0, the race clock hits 0, we're going 2 minutes neutral. What that means is 50 watts or less, okay? If you're on Discord, it'll be easy. Just wait for my call, and then we're racing. If you're on Facebook Live, do the same. 2 minutes on your race clock. So when you look up, and it's like 1:58, 1:59, just start sprinting. We're gonna give it a try. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I was pretty far back last week, and it was brutal. So still recovering from that effort. And Coach M's core. My abs hurt tremendously, Coach M.
That's good. And you know, the workout is working, as they say. And as
So-
far as rollers go, I get scared when the word rollers comes out because I'm afraid someone's going to make me get on some rollers and I'll fall off. So great to have everyone out here. Looks like, Sean, looks like I'm still hanging out on the side of the road, out there on the hilly loop. Oh, now I go to join meetup.
You got it?
Click join meetup.
Yep. Jed's joining the meetup.
Look at me.
Are other people seeing join meetup on their screens at home? Okay.
Apparently I'm heading back to London. London calling.
Yeah, Coach M, it might not work. Sometimes it's too late, you know? So that just happens sometimes.
Whoa, okay, here we are. Got everybody lined out here. Looks like we're looking out.
Right, I agree, Kevin. Like if you don't get it when you first log on, it's like takes you to the last second where you're just thinking about restarting your whole setup.
Okay, I'm gonna switch over. We're gonna do a little. We're gonna move Sean around here. There we go. All right, might want to lighten that up. All right.
So, thanks for being with us here. Appreciate everybody coming in on Discord and Facebook Live. I know it's been a stressful 48 hours with election and everybody, that's definitely on the front of everybody's mind. It's nice to have a little bit of a break, and that's what I want this to be tonight. We're gonna keep it positive, we're gonna keep it fun, we're gonna go hard, and we're just gonna forget about things for a little bit and just do it, okay? No matter what your politics are.
There you go. As my old football coach used to say, Sean, if it is to be, it is up to me. I'm sure a lot of people are thinking that right now. He also yelled something about filling the gap, but I don't think that really applies here.
Hey Kevin, are you in the meetup? Will you message the group and tell them we're gonna go 2 minutes neutral? I'm not in there yet.
I can do that. Oh, I don't know how to spell though.
Great ride last week by Jeff Seaton, Stinky Seaton. He was messaging me through the week. He said he's done over 350 Zwift races, so the win there, obviously a lot of power, but some tactics and good experience on Zwift by Jeff Seaton, so that's a really nice victory for him. Excited to see the C's battle out some youngsters, some veterans. The C battle should be one to watch. The B's as well. Melvin's in there. Kaufman's in there. Kinsey Ramin leads the C's. A lot of power there in the B field. 5 minutes to go.
5 minutes, then 2 minutes of just chilling. or neutral chilling, and then it's all gonna happen.
Hump day race. Get it done. Race is on Wednesday and it's the middle. We gotta get it.
The middle, there's a little bit on that 2 minute, you're gonna hear a little bit of an incline. That's gonna be flat for a few K, and then we're gonna start hitting the punchy part. And I'm not talking about fruit punch, I'm talking about punch.
All right, here I come. I'm coming in so flippin' hot. I just flew in from like a space shuttle. Here I go on my old HP desktop. It is working. We are taxing the internet here at the Radley household. We got everything going down. Let's do it.
Dude, there's so many screens going right now. I need my blue blockers just so I can keep my eyesight after all this.
So, word of advice for people in Discord and at home, riders and stuff, hang tough on these punchies. It's going to be almost sprinting every time up every climb. So expect to shift one down and go hard, and then try to get some air on the descents if you can. Keep an eye on your top right-hand screen at the percent gradient. When it's 1% or 2% out of the saddle, anything below that, try to rest, try to get in the draft. That's my advice here. Go out hard. Oh, baby, I am in the mix with 4:09 to go, Jed. I'm stoked, baby.
I'm feeling the stoke from here.
Oh, I'm next to Cass Nelson. You know it. Oh, I'm sandwiched between Butterbeans and Nelson.
Nice.
This is a heck of a starting position. Okay, we're going to go 2 minutes neutral. Maybe I can message the group now. Let's give it a try. Two minutes neutral.
All right.
50. You see that, Jed?
Yeah, 50 watts. Love it. All right, we'll see how everything rolls out here. See if I can click buttons during this race. Thank you for your patience with technologically challenged guy over here. It looks like everything's rolling pretty well so far. 3 minutes to go. All right.
Okay.
Crowd seems to be gathering by the Golden Bicycle Angel.
I know.
They've heard about this race.
Ignacio was saying that he can't get in. It's going to be last minute hit for him. 2 minutes and 33 seconds to go. Ignacio is going to get sent over here quickly. So A's, B's, C's, and D's, like always in this group. Jedzilla on the call. You can watch it later on Facebook Live. I'm on the Discord right now.
The race is getting legit.
Yeah, we got some delays here. Remember, even when he gets to 0, don't worry about it. We're just going to go 50 watts. Super easy, 50 watts and under. A little extra bonus minute to warm those legs up. Joel Brown asks if there's a delay between my commentating and the race clock. There might be, a second or two.
There could be some lag involved. We got a lot of technology going right now, so there could be. Everybody getting ready to go. It's a sunny day out in London. Yeah, Stinkforce saying Facebook Live is on a delay. Probably so.
One minute, 30 seconds to go. Welcome to London, one of the best Zwift worlds they created. It's got Box Hill. We won't do Box Hill this time around, but they modeled it after the World Championships here. I can't remember what year that was, but I'm pretty sure Peter Sagan won, Jed. But
yeah, he's my fave.
there's Keller Mitchell in the C's. Oh, Claire Frost joined up, MT Alpha B rider. Hey, Claire.
Here we go. We're broadcasting in the greater London metropolitan area. Could be broadcasting from Hampstead Heath, somewhere I used to hang out when I was in London. Big Hill, give you a good view over the metropolitan area. Looks like we're a little bit closer to the Buckingham Palace at this start.
Okay, 35 seconds to go.
All right, here we go. And we are counting to 30 seconds. 30 seconds to go.
All right, Cameron Johnson in here riding for ZTDR. We'll cruise at 50 watts or under 50 watts. Halp says we got fans at this rate. That's right, Ren Dog.
There we go. We're just hanging out here waiting to happen. We got 9 seconds.
9 seconds to go. We're going to cruise easy for the first 2 minutes.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1, and we're off. Nice and easy cruise. The goal of this warm-up period here is really to get people together. So try to get the group together if you can. Follow me. I have a big yellow highlighter. There's Butterfield. Cruise easy. Cruise easy. My watts are too high, Jed. I'm going down.
Okay, go down. Go down.
I'm going down.
Okay, good. Yeah, don't get too crazy here.
Okay, clock. Race clock says 25 seconds, 26 seconds.
26
so when that race
seconds.
clock says 2 minutes, that's when we're going, okay?
Okay, everybody's hanging out.
That's a great little regroup. Who's doing that? Is that Wilcox up there? I can't see too well. Wilcox is regrouping.
Oh, look at that.
Woo!
Wilcox all up in there.
I know, dude.
Okay.
Go faster, Petrilli. Go faster. Petrilli says he's not moving at 50 watts. Joe, go faster. Just make sure you're on the tail end.
Who's got the Z jersey? That's pretty cool.
I think that's Danny Spoon in that old school
like that.
team.
I love the old school kit. Give me the throwback.
Well, that's Team Spoon. They switched jerseys. They're all in the Z jersey. That's
Okay,
great.
all right. I like it.
Okay, minute 7. Minute 7 gone by. Remember, we're starting at 2 minutes. Boy, this is way more enjoyable.
All right, everybody just kind of chilling out right now.
I love it. I hope everybody's on. If you're not on, if you're off the back, give a little sprint and catch up.
Yeah, just run
You know
up
what I
there,
mean?
get everybody in.
Like, we just don't want anybody off the front. Like, get up. We want you to be here. Get up in with us.
Yeah, we're watching Corey Kaufman right now.
130, Jed. 135.
Oh my goodness, 135. The excitement is just crazy. All right, we're watching Claire Frost right now, if I can pronounce the name. Here we go.
146. 147.
Oh my gosh, we're going to give you the countdown now. We got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, here we go.
Oh
Here we
my
go.
gosh,
Race on. Race on.
Okay.
Race on.
Race on.
Race
All right,
on.
here we go.
Good job, everybody. Really good job. That's wonderful. Race on. Race on. Here we go.
All right.
Hot start. Wilcox.
Very hot start. Wilcox out up in there.
I'm on the tail end of this, Jed. with
Yeah, I
Will
know, I can
Harper.
see you. You look like you got some catching up to do.
Yeah, I'm on the tail end. I'm behind the high schooler, Mitchell.
Better watch out for Mitchell.
Bring me up, Mitchell.
Okay, we're watching Halpin right now. It looks like he's out in the front.
Wilcox is bringing me up, actually.
All right, we got Elsa Westenfelder in there. Bradley, where you at? Okay, people coming around. It looks like we got a group of 2, 4, 6, 8. Still a big group together coming around. We're about, I can't see here. We're rolling in about a mile in.
About 25 riders.
All right, everybody's still together.
Phil Hugera made it. Harper, Spoon.
All right.
Melvin's here. Paulington, Leclerc.
All right, we're going to look at Sean Riley up here coming up, going through the Provincial Ride London banner right now, hanging out in there.
So,
Now I'm going to look at,
Jed, if you're just off the back here,
yeah.
now's the time to catch on. This is the easing off.
Okay, everybody get up there, see what you can do. We got T. Anderson coming to catch up right there.
That's Tommy.
Let's see
Come on, Tom.
where Joel Brown looks like he's making some ground up there with Mr. Mitchell. See where Danny Spoon is. Danny Spoon is in the group, mixing it up.
Just got next to Butterfield and Burgess.
All right, looking at Steve Force right
Keep your powder
now.
dry, boys.
All right.
Woo!
Everybody's still kind of getting it together here. This is when things are going to get really, really interesting. We'll see how it goes.
Move off the front. Halp's particularly active today.
Yeah, Halpin. I think he's twitchy. He's very twitchy as they come around Trafalgar Square here, around the roundabout, and into into another street here. It's a pretty big pack so far.
Kevin, that's a good start, bud. Stay in this group.
Okay.
Like that spoon off the front.
Yeah, it looks like Danny Spoon off the front, just like cruising.
He's punchy as a mother effer.
Yeah, he is. Looks like he's really moving. He's on that canyon bike today.
Roberts, help me chase. Get up here, Roberts.
All right, let's see where Brendan is. Okay, Sean, they're coming up there. Sean Riley, looks like Mr. Murphy's very close behind there. We got Roberts.
Melvin made the group. Murphy made the group.
Nice.
Nelson, Burgess, Paulington, Wilcox, Butterfield. Jess Culver made the group. Good ride, Jess.
All right, we're
Claire Frost.
watching
Claire Frost made the group.
Weston Felder right here as well, making a turn around this corner. Oh my goodness, coming around.
Remember, guys, keep an eye on your percent gradient, top right.
Yeah, because things are going to start getting a little crazy here.
When you get to 1, stand. I'm telling you.
All right, did you hear that? Get to 1, you stand. Okay, we're at 0 so far. From where I am looking.
Carl made the group. Good job, Carl. Riding for Bike Source. Tino's here.
All right.
To be in this group right now, Jed, you're for sure over 3.5 average right now.
All
Watts
right.
per kilo.
Really moving really hard. It looks like we got a lot of 3.4 to over 4 watts going right now. See
It's
where
still hot. It eased off for a second, but some of the stronger riders didn't like it.
Yeah, so everybody's kind of regrouping right now, rolling around. We're about 2.4 miles in of this.
Jed, what's that B pack doing?
Let's
Sorry.
take a look at that B pack.
BCD.
We're looking at Culver right now, Jay Culver in the Vixen group.
I think she's with us. She's with us.
She is. Let's
Okay.
see what else we got going on here. Trying to get into those other groups right now. And we're watching R. Fleming from ZTDR in the C group.
Nice, Rob.
Moving along here. Let's look up to L. Bierman.
Lacey.
Turning around and making the corner right now.
Yeah, Lacey.
Rolling through.
Is she with anybody?
She is with, it looks like, if I can get some names here, Estelle, another MTCX.
Oh, Pam Still. Pam Still and Lacey together. Good.
That's right.
Really good. That's great.
Yeah, let's take a look now. There's a group of 4 rolling together, all working together, it looks like. Good group, making that little bit of that climb right there, 2%, just a little punch right there. Now we're going to go back up to a B to John Melvin. Looks like he might be in this lead group.
Out of the
right
saddle.
now.
Out of the saddle.
Okay, we're at a
Come on.
4% grade.
Don't let yourself go here. Hang on.
Okay, looks like there might be some separation. 4% getting ready to make a turn around the corner here.
Hang on, guys. Find a wheel.
All right, here we go. We're looking. People are starting to get strung out. We've got a negative grade getting ready to go down this hill right now. Coming around the corner. Let's see where Jay Culver is. She's working on her way, working with the group right now.
Close it, Melvin.
All right, trying to get close. Everybody's starting to make some moves here. Everybody's starting to separate a little bit. Now
Ease off,
looking
Danny.
at,
Ease off.
Steve
Don't move it,
Johnson
Danny.
getting strung out here. Looks like there's a little separation with that first group. We're going to go take a look at Yarmarter. He is staying with Joel Brown.
Oh, I forgot about Jake.
Yeah,
Yarmarter's here.
he's right in the group. Phil Hugera is there as well.
Gosh, Jake's tremendously strong right now.
Yeah, Corey Kaufman, Silverback. Looks like everybody's getting ready to head into the tunnel. So I don't know if some moves will be made here. We're still in a little bit of a downhill. Heading our way in. This is right before we're going to get into some really interesting stuff.
11 miles to go.
All right.
Stand. Stand.
All
Stand up
right,
if you're
here
with
comes
me.
that climb coming out of
Come
the
on.
tunnel.
Come on.
Still a pretty big group.
I'm telling you, everybody at home is standing.
Everybody better keep together
Here we go.
because things are going to get really interesting.
Here we go.
Elsa Westenfelter coming out, trying to close that gap. Come on, Elsa.
Good job, Corey. Yeah, Elsa.
There we go.
Phil's on a vendor tonight. Hugera.
Claire Foss coming up there with Culver and Brown working on their way, trying to get back to that front group. Got a group working together.
Leclerc's kit kind of looks like a Bikeworks kit.
Yeah. See where Mila Spoon is out there. Looks like she's working on her way as well, a little bit on the downhill.
Ian Whitaker, white jersey, pink sleeves.
Estelle working there. Okay, got it.
This is a great group.
Rob Fleming out there, ZTDR coming around the corner, getting ready to go through the tunnel.
Yeah, ZTDR, team of the future, baby.
There you go.
The Johnson Bros.
Claire Foss working together. It looks like with.
I just bumped you got Murphy. How'd you get Murphy under my nose?
Okay, let's go back to John Melvin. All right, working up there.
Sonora says crushed. I don't believe it, Tino. We don't believe it. Yeah, Jed, sorry, take it away.
Ryan's in there as well. We got Burgess, Butterfield, all working together. That's a really big group, all working there, coming around the corner, around the bus stop, taking some looks there. We'll look at Silverback and see his view.
What's Silver wearing? I told him what the team kit was. What's Silver wearing?
He's wearing biking clothes right now. I can't quite make it out. I'm not quite even sure if he's got a helmet on.
How's my guy Joe Petrilli?
Group there all together.
Oh, Seth Savitzky joined up. Yeah, Seth.
All right, let's see where Peter Leclerc is right there. Man, this is a big group all working together. We're at about 4.7 miles in of this 15.3 mile race in the greatest London loop, flat loop going through here right now.
That second group seems awesome.
Right here.
That second group's holding it 35 seconds. Weston Felters, Claire Frost, big shout out Claire Frost. Joel Brown as well. And Bierman.
All right, trying to work our way down. See
Nelson over 5 watts per kilo. The pace is hot.
Super hot. All right.
Someone like Burgess is not going to like this. He wants it to go faster.
All right. We look at Sean Murphy right now, working his way through. Let's look at Claire Frost in that group. Okay, it's Westenfelder, Frost, and some other riders. Joel Brown with R1K is right there as well. Looks like they're working together, kind of lined out. 5 riders making the corner. Looking good. We'll look at Kay Johnson with ZTDRB. That's another group of 4 coming around the corner.
Nice job.
Stoon is still coming around as well. All working together. Working to keep that pace alive. Now we're going to go to R. Fleming. Looks like coming under the Union Jack flags, working on the straight. And a little bit of a downhill right now. Looks like we're going to go back to Claire Frost, Joel Brown, all working through the lights here on this straight. We're still on a little bit of a downhill before they hit the climb. Going to go back to Kaufman right now in this bigger group.
Out of the saddle, big group.
They're on the flats right now, coming by the water. Looks like we got a Pink Floyd situation in the horizon there. I don't see any floating pigs, but you never know. Coming around the corner, we're still at a 0% grade, but I have a sneaking suspicion that that is going to change very shortly. Corey Kaufman out here. Let's go back up to Mitchell in this group as well. Under the bridge. We're 5.7 miles in, 13 minutes into the race. We're still on a flat spot right now.
Under 10 miles to go. Sudbury in the lead group. Good ride, Ryan.
Looks like they're all still working together, seeing what's going to happen. We're going to see how the Bs are going back there.
One thing's for sure, Jed, the B leadership overall will be decided who stays the longest in this group.
I'd agree with that. I see Sean Murphy's in that group still as well.
He's in the C's. Roberts is here. He's tied with him. But Melvin, Ravine, Silverback, all still here for the Bs.
All right, we're looking at Anderson right now, coming around the corner, going down the straight.
Sudbury's here as well in the Bs.
All right, looking at Mila Spoon and her group with Kay Johnson, all working together.
Cass Nelson.
Coming around that power station.
Most aggressive rider with the Red Sox. Red Sox most aggressive.
R. Fleming coming around. And we got Bierman in that group as well with Estelle. There is a group of about 7, it seems like, that are working together all very closely. And we're back up at the front group now.
This is the best I've seen Will Harper ride as well. Really well done, Will. Tremendous road rider. Staying good in this group. Good job, Will.
Okay.
Hang tough, bud.
All right, we've
That's
got
what I like to see,
a
Will.
lot of people in here right now.
A lot of people still here.
All just trying to stay together.
We've been caught on the flat for a while.
I have a feeling that things are starting to get really interesting here because we're about a little under halfway of this race and there's still a big group at the front wondering when that move is going to be made.
Under 9 miles to go, 8.8. We got a power up, drafting power up used by, I think that's Whitaker.
Okay.
Keep an eye on the Johnson boys.
That big group up here. S. Roberts, oh my goodness, all these people all together. We're looking back here right now. We're going to see if we can see some other racers and some other groupings as we get around the corner here. Getting
Big
near
attack.
the blend.
Big attack off the front with a power up.
Uh-oh, power up. Oh
Yep.
my goodness, it looks like Steam Force is in that group.
No, solo right now. We're chasing it down. Nelson's bringing it back.
All right.
Big move though, big move, Stink Force.
Steam Force.
Butterfield's keen to it.
All right, there we go.
I'm on the wheel of Sonora.
Okay, it looks like Stink Force is out there in front with those shades.
I'm gonna power up it.
All right.
Turn.
Coming around that corner, going up and over the bridge. We're at 3%, 4%, 5%. Looks like there's been some closure now. About 5 riders close together.
Me and Jake.
All right. All right, coming back together. We're going to go back and see what some other racers are doing. After they make this turn, there's a little bit of a chicane coming through here.
Leclerc takes the front.
All right, coming through. Oh, around there, we can't quite see him through the tunnel. Looks like we're going to go down the tube here.
Down the elevator shaft.
All right, going down there. So 15% downhill. People picking up a little speed. Coming around the corner, lined out. Coming on this left-hand turn. All right. People still all seem to be working together. In this front group, there's a little bit of action, but it's all come back together.
7.7 to go. Paulington's still here. A lot of bees are still here.
All right, look like Halpin and Danny Spoon. Kinsey in this back group, Kevin Mitchell, C. Johnson. Trying to bridge the gap. Looks like some people are lining out, getting in there. We're going to go back to Carl and his group going over the bridge with Claire Frost coming through. And Bierman.
Little of a gap now.
All right.
Close it down, Whitaker.
Coming back up with Claire Frost and Culver, Melvin. We'll see who else is in this group. Coming around the corner as they are getting ready to go into the tube, all working together. All right. All right, we're back up in this first group. We're up through the trees now. We're 8.2 miles in of this 15.3 mile ride. We have a 7% grade right now. A lot of climbing getting ready to happen. As it's been said before, it's super punchy. So people coming up and around the corner on that front group. We'll see how it all shakes out here. Taking a look at Steam Force. Working their way through.
Look at your marker.
Downhill.
Jeff, look at Jake.
Trying to get up to Jake on my little...
Jake and Peter are putting the paint on.
All right, I got him. We are watching him. It looks like they're really pushing the pace right now.
Nelson's back.
4.5, 4 watts. Steam Force is still in there. Radley is still in there. Butterfield, Burgess, all working together. Looks like some big wattages coming out right now.
Yeah,
Trying
Corey.
to keep that group together.
Good ride, Corey. Good, Butterfield.
All right, everybody working together. We're looking at a 1% grade as people start climbing a little bit more now.
That's a hell of a ride, Hollington.
We're almost to the 9-mile mark. We're 19 and a half minutes into this 15.3-mile race.
Wilcox made it. There is a separation.
All right.
About 12 riders.
All right, 12 riders in here. Looks like we got Yarmarter, Sudbury, Burgess, Butterfield, Kaufman, Wilcox, all working their way in. We're going to go to the chase group right now with, looks like we got Joel Brown and S. Roberts working together.
Leclerc takes the front.
Looks like we got Danny Spoon, Leclerc off the front. Kevin Mitchell,
Big
looking
move.
at them. Big group still working together.
Over 6 watts per kilo for Leclerc.
All right. As this group works together, coming around the corner, we're going to take a look at Sonora and Leclerc. Looks like we got Yamaha up there in front. Everybody at this 2% grade. We're over 9 miles in. We're closing in at about 6 miles to go, 6 miles to the finish as we go through the trees and we see Yamaha going through. Riley is in there as well with Leclerc. Wilcox still in the group with Stinkforce a few seconds behind.
Butterfield senses it.
All right. Looks like we have Butterfield out in the front now, working his way up. I'm going to go back a little bit and we're going to see if we got Salinski working out there, trying to bridge that gap up and working together with some other folks. We're going to
8 riders off the front. 8 riders off the front.
All right, let's see who those 8 riders are.
Burgess, Leclerc, Yarmarter, Leclerc, Wilcox, Butterfield, Stinkforce, Kaufman, Sonora.
All right, we're in on Stinkforce, Wilcox, Sonora, all working together. Butterfield, it is a group of 8 on the front. Looks like we have a little bit of a descent, 3% grade as they descend. We are close to 10 miles in, 22 minutes of racing so far in this, the 3rd Zwift MTCX race. This group is all working together now. We are at a 5% descent right now. Sean working hard, still got his cap on as we work our way down. Stinkforce, Burgess, Leclerc, Nelson, all working together, pushing the pace. They've made some separation here. This more than likely is going to be where the race, the first one across the line will be. We're 10.1 miles in.
Nelson, Kaufman's just off the back. There he is. He's right there.
Look back. See that person who was lighting some matches early. Looks like we got
Nelson and Sudbury are just behind. Come on, guys.
I got
it's easing up.
Watching Halpin right now. He's working.
Come on, pass.
Working right there.
She's right there. They're right there.
Right there. They're working as a group.
5 miles to go, Jed.
All right, 5 miles to go. Coming through another tunnel. Looks like this group here is working as well.
Second group.
Mitchell, Halpin.
Yep.
Sean, going to go back and look at Sean Murphy right now with Harper and that group. They're working their way through the tunnel. That is a group of 4. Going to go back up to this group that's about 3 seconds back, Sylvinski. Going to go back up to Sonora. And they are rounding the corner, going.
Big punchy climb.
Going up right now. Watch those steps as they go up. 15% grade as we go up. Over 10 miles of racing so far. We're almost into 11 miles of racing. Sonora looks like they are out in front, coming around back onto the pavement with a little bit of a gap. We got Yarmarter coming around the corner along with Riley, going across the bridge right now. We'll check in with Stinkforce, who's a little bit behind there, and we'll go back into the race leader. We're on a flat portion of the course. We're close to about 11 miles into the race.
Big attack by Sonora there.
Yeah, he's really making some separation. We still have the group of 8 working together. Gonna go back and look at Sudbury coming across.
Jared, I gotta interrupt you.
Yep.
Definitely not working together.
Okay.
Full on attacks. Stink force off the front.
All right, and there he goes.
Yarmarter, I mean, sorry.
And there goes Yarmarter. We got a view of him solo out in front with the other group trying to catch up right there. Just look at Mr. Radley working with that group. Yarmarter still in front, out alone. Looks like Leclerc has made the closing on there along with Burgess. They're all 3 together. The group is back together.
4 miles to go.
4 to go. 25 minutes of racing. We're going to go and see how Nelson's group is working together out there.
Keep your eyes on stink force.
All right, we'll go back up and keep an eye on Stink Force here. We'll look at Halpin and his group. Kevin Mitchell. Sean Murphy is a few seconds out. Roberts is in that group, chasing back up. Back up at Pollington. Let's see where Mr. Radley is, up in that group with Burgess. And we're about 12 miles into this 15.3 mile race, 26 minutes of racing. We have, it looks like a 2% grade climbing in here.
I'm going for it. I'm going to try to soften him up.
Radley is out in front trying to make things interesting and keep people honest. Looks like Yarmarter is up there closing the gap. Hasn't quite bridged all the way. Radley still in front on this 3% grade going underneath the bridge. We're 12.2 miles in of this 26.5-minute race. Still out in front. It looks like it's Leclerc and Yarmarter have made the gap. Still a little bit of a gap with people coming back in. Corey Kaufman looks like he's trying to make his bridge up there. Radley still out in front. There's a group of 5 now. Sonora, Stinkforce, Leclerc, Yarmarter out in front. Looks like that gap is still holding. We're on a 4% descent. 12.5 miles in, 27 minutes of racing. Into the tunnel we go.
3.2 to go.
Strong effort there. We're now a group of 5. Looks like Butterfield and his group are looking to come back up.
He's with us.
Okay, so it's Burgess that's making that group up there. Now we are back to, it looks like I count 7 riders, 8 riders.
Wilcox made it. Leclerc, Yarmarter, Stinkforce, Burgess, Sonora, Butterfield, Wilcox.
All together. We'll see how that all works out. We are about 13 miles out, about 2.5 miles until the finish.
Good job, guys.
All right, all working there. Who's going to make the selection? We shall see. We're going to go back to Sudbury.
Yeah, Corey.
Working their way out.
Come on, Corey. Get up here.
Coming up there. Pollington's there as well.
Murphy with a good ride. Murphy and Pollington together now.
All right, we'll see how they all work together.
Mitchell's
Murphy's
with
on that second wheel. He's trying to get the group to bridge up. Kaufman is up here in the lead group along with Butterfield, Radley, Stinkforce, Leclerc, Burgess.
2.5 to go.
All right, 2.5, 13 miles in, 28 minutes of racing. We're on a 2% grade right now. It's getting super exciting as we get towards the finish here, Sean.
Anyone's game here. Stinky's kept it pretty dry. Burgess still scary to me. Same with Jake. Leclerc seems very strong.
Yeah, you got to watch out for Leclerc. He's got all those sneaky miles in earlier in the year.
He got 120,000 vertical
That's impressive.
for the Move Montana Challenge.
That is so crazy.
Went head to head with Tom Robb. It was tremendous.
Just duking it out. All right, we're looking at the chase group right here with Pollington, Murphy, Shalinski, Harper. They're on that climb as well.
Happy that Savinsky made the race tonight, Jed.
Nice.
Legend. Yes, Seth.
Race of legends here as we go out.
It really is. Butterfield, Stinky.
All right, 2 miles to go in. 2 miles to the finish. We're at about 30 minutes of racing. We're in a little bit of a descent here, 1% grade, going by the Ferris wheel all together still, as we are now less than 2 miles to the finish. The group of 8 is still holding together. We'll see how it all shakes out as we come around the corner.
Yeah, Jed, I'm just trying to recover here, basically. We're under 2 miles to go. There's a little climb. This will be high.
It looks like we got the 4% grade underneath the Union Jack flags, and it looks like
A feather by Leclerc, lightweight.
there you go, coming off the front, Leclerc. And there we go. We see Leclerc and Yarmada. They're starting to make a little bit of a gap. Who bridged up there as well. There is some separation going around the corner. We're still at a 4% grade. We're at about 14 miles in, about a little over a mile to go. Actually, more than a mile to go as we come in and around the corner. The group is coming back together. It is up. Sonora looks like he's starting to work up a little bit there.
Almost got dropped.
Burgess is in this group as well. Stink Force. Peter Leclerc out on the front. We're watching Stink Force in here. Now we're watching Leclerc. That group is still together. We're on a 2% grade. Butterfield holding strong. 14 miles in. We're 1.3 miles from the finish. A little over a mile.
I'm going for it.
All right. Looks like Radley is going for it. Out in front underneath the Union Jack. Looks like it's going by St. Paul's Cathedral there, coming around the corner, going across the crosswalk. 14.6 miles in, very close to the finish. Radley out on a flyer right now, still keeping that gap. 32 minutes in, 14.7 miles. He's on the flat going in on the descent right now. The group is still chasing. Looks like they're about a second back, 2 seconds back, closing in. Radley still out in front.
Dying.
Dying, as he says. 15 miles roughly to the finish. 0.3 of a mile to the finish. Holding strong. Can he hold on to this? He's got his hat backwards. I think that means he's getting more aero. How will this group respond? We are now 0.3 of a mile to the finish, 32.5 minutes in as we come around the corner. Coming in, there's a little few turns as we go in. The barriers start to come up.
You caught me.
There we are. Now the fun is starting to begin. It looks like we got Yarmada out in front, Stink Force, Butterfield. Radley holding on. Good effort by Sean to keep everybody honest. Sonora in that group as well. Looks like Butterfield might be making a group. It is a group of 7 working their way in. We are starting a little bit of a descent as we come in. 0.3 of a mile to go. Yarmada working their way in.
I have 0.4. 0.3.
All right, 0.2 of a
Butterfield took
mile.
early.
Uh-oh. We're looking at Butterfield. Butterfield is off the front. 0.1 of a mile in. 0.1 to go, rather. He's got to come around this corner. He'll see the other racers. Coming around, still holding it. The other racers are starting to make some closure there. Will he make it?
There's the line.
There's the line, getting closer. Will he get it? Coming in. Oh, and there's, whoa, coming around. Looks like Butterfield has
Butterfield,
taken-
Jake, Leclerc, Stink Force.
Okay, we're going to look at this other group as they come around the corner. I got Sean Murphy in this group
Nice job, guys.
with Mitchell, Sudbury. All working together. They're 2/10 out.
Yeah, Jared.
As they're working their way around.
Nelson coming in.
And we got Sudbury, Nelson working together, coming around. Coming around that corner.
Yep. Wilcox just finishing. Good
All
ride
right,
by
nice.
Wilcox to make that group. This is going to be a good sprint behind, Jed. It's coming up.
All right, who's this? Sudbury, Nelson?
I think I want to keep an eye. If I were you, let's keep an eye on Keevan, maybe. Hold on, I'm just trying to get it.
All right.
Nelson. Oh, Nelson's in a deep sprint.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Yep.
There it
Kudos.
is. Nice work.
That's a great sprint. Here she comes up on my screen. Who was she going against there, Jed?
Sudbury.
Oh, Sudbury. Sudbury's had a great season.
All right, we're looking at Pollington along in his group with Mitchell and Halpin.
Good. That's a great group. Mitchell, the youngster. Paulington with a ride. So far, the best ride of the season for him in Zwifting.
All
Yeah,
right,
Brendan,
coming
that's
around
a
the corner,
baller's
just
group.
past all you.
Yep.
All right.
Will Harper coming in. That's Will Harper's best Zwift race as well. Good job, Will.
All right, looks like we got some other folks coming in.
Savinsky coming in. Here comes Seth.
All
Now,
right.
Seth rides for the cycling house. He moved away, but he's
Cycling horse.
still a Missoulian at heart. That's for darn sure.
Gotta love it. Okay, we're gonna look at John Melvin's coming around.
Yep. Where is
And
Johnny?
Johnson coming around the corner. Let's look at Elsa Westenfelder. She's working her way in with Jess Culver, Carl, Claire Frost, all working their way in here.
Sean Roberts, another. That could solidify him in the C's there. He is the leader right now. Murphy was ahead, though, wasn't he? Has Murphy finished?
Yeah, I think Murphy has finished.
Okay.
We're still watching Elsa's group as they come in. They're about 8/10 of a mile out.
Who else do you have in that group? Is it Melvin with them?
No, I got Elsa. Looks like is Claire Frost with this group?
Claire
No,
might be.
Carl West. No, it's Carl,
Danny
Elsa,
Spoon just finished
Culver.
up.
Claire's
Okay.
in this group, just a little bit behind.
I noticed Culver changed her team to Vixen Racing Jet. Shout out
Yeah,
Vixen Racing.
shout out to Vixen.
Yep.
All
Claire
right, looks
Frost.
like they're flying the colors as well.
Yeah, definitely. Cameron Johnson, we missed him finish. He had a good ride. ZTDR, another one of their riders.
Nice work out there. Looks like this group of three is all working together as they come around this last corner.
Yep.
Looks like Culver's taking the second wheel. Looks like Elsa is out in front. Carl is in the third position there.
So is Melvin in between these groups?
I don't.
Yeah, Melvin's ahead of them, I think.
Yeah, Melvin is just a little bit ahead.
Yeah, John's got like on my clock, he's at a minute and 3 seconds or so.
Yeah, and he's about 40 seconds ahead of them.
I think that Melvin, I didn't catch him, but I think once he left that front group, I think he time trialed by himself. For a little
Yeah, I can see that. Oh, it looks like Elsa's putting in a move right here.
while. Good. She's
And
just.
Carl.
Yeah, Carl too. Nope, Elsa's got a couple seconds on him.
Yeah, it looks
Culver's
like she's way
surprised, though.
ahead. She's
Yep.
out there on that S-Works.
Come on, Claire. Claire's got the green jersey. She must have won a sprint along the way. Come on,
Yeah.
Claire.
Claire is in that group as well.
They haven't hit the bend yet, Jed.
They have not hit the bend yet. They are getting ready to hit the bend as we watch Elsa coming around the corner here.
Carl's got a little kick to him. Watch out, and he won't hold back.
No, he will not hold back. He will. Watch out. Oh, there he comes. Coming
Is he
around.
gonna
He's
get
made
it?
his move.
Johnny Melvin's about to finish up. Yeah, Melvin's about there.
All right. And there's also, we'll watch Carl finish here as he comes around the corner. And then we're going to watch Claire Frost.
Don't give up Claire. Claire versus Jess Culver, I think.
That's
Jed.
right. She's on the Culver's wheel as they come around the corner as well.
Does anybody have any power-ups there?
I do not see any power-ups.
Just a straight sprint. That's how we like it.
All
Melvin
right,
coming
now
out.
we're with Kevin Johnson coming around.
Yeah, Kyle
Kyle
Johnson.
Johnson. Sorry, Kyle.
No, that's okay. Part of that ZTDR team, him and his brother, and then also Murphy and Yarmarter. And Kyle, behind Kyle, looks like it's Bierman, Lacey Bierman, out of Idaho, Team MTCX. 4.3 watts per kilo right now for Lacey, Jed.
Yeah, she is trying to make some closure there. She's about 14 and a half miles out.
You know, Lacey oftentimes in these races, Jed, has the highest heart rate.
Oh my
She
goodness.
can put her heart rate up around 180 and just leave it there.
Oh,
That means
wow.
you're in the pain cave, let me tell you.
Wow.
That's tremendous. Kyle Johnson, tremendous cross-country skier, good athlete, been doing it for a long time. Also a dad, soft spot for dads. Pam still shows
good.
up. MBW rider, Pam is still in the C's, Jed. She is about 40 seconds back from Bierman.
Yeah, we're watching her right now as she goes down the straightaway about 14.6 miles out.
What's her style today?
Style, it looks like she's wearing his Ineos style jersey there.
Okay, cool. That's great. So Pam.
Those running the Scott.
Yeah.
Got some deep dish rolling there.
So Elsa coming in, it looks like, is Elsa? No, Elsa's just chilling right now, I think. Kyle's the next to finish, isn't he? Elsa's
Kyle
coming up on
would
me.
be.
Yeah, here comes Kyle to the finish. There we go.
All right.
Yeah, Kyle. Good ride by Kyle. Taking care of those little ones at home.
All right.
Pam is still with a good ride. Look at these wattages, Jed. I mean,
Yeah, just
Pam's over 3 consistently at the finish of this ride, and this effort has been 30 minutes, 25 minutes. That's brutal.
that is strong ride. Really looking good as they come down the straightaway right now.
Yep. There's Lacey too. Lacey up 2.9. Lacey was over. She for a second there, I thought she was over 5.5. She put in a dig.
There's Lacey right there coming
Yep.
around.
Good job, Lacey.
Coming around the corner. All right. Got some more racers finishing.
That's great.
Good rides, one in all.
Nice job, everybody. Pam is still 4.4. Strong finish by Pam Bierman with a strong finish. Gosh, I love it when, it makes me feel like real racing, Jed, when people finish strong like that.
That's right. They're not coasting in. They're putting as much effort in as they can. Good efforts all around. This was not an easy course at all.
No. I tell you, when I Zwift race just normal, Jed, like in the, just without these races, just with other people around the world, it's really easy to give up. You know what I mean? Like you get dropped, and then it's pretty hard to be like, okay, now we're going to keep going. You know what I mean?
That's right. So it's very interesting with this type of racing. You still have to mentally be in it and want it, and still push yourself to get to that finish line.
Yep. Tom Anderson, Fleming is there. ZTDRC, Tom Fleming and Anderson are pretty close together.
Yeah, let's see here. I'm seeing Fleming is right there. Tom Anderson is around the corner. I'm trying to see if I can get both of them within there.
Yeah, good job, Tom. Tom helped me figure out the Discord link tonight. Thank you very much, Tom. So did Peter Leclerc. Appreciate it.
Nice work.
Good race we had tonight. I'm really excited to see how the B's and C's shake out, Jed, because a couple of those C's and B's hung on to the last minute. Kaufman actually was 7th overall, and Kaufman is in the B's.
Wow.
So that's fantastic. And it shows you that Corey, one, has that type of power for cyclocross. You know what I mean? Like the punchy stuff. Corey's always been a race day performer, meaning like if there's a race, he's going to be really good.
He's going to turn it up.
Yeah, he's going to turn it up a notch. Corey's always been that way. He also knows how to stay in the wheel in Zwift, which is super important in these races.
It's very interesting.
It is.
How that all works out.
Yeah, and like, I know we talked about this week 1, Jed, but like the Tron bike, the neon glow bike, is faster. Like, it's faster. It just goes faster downhill.
Well, I know you mentioned that the Tron bike would be faster, kind of more on the flats. Would the Tron bike be to one's advantage on a course like that was raced today?
Yes, it would. Yeah. Like, this is still a flat course, Zilla. Like, what we did for the mountain bike series that you sponsored in the spring and summer, there was a couple races that had 2,000 feet of climbing.
Oh,
so when you think about that, you're thinking about the old like Zilla State cross country races.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
I mean, like you're thinking 1,500, 2,000. That's a mountain bike ride in Missoula, and that will separate climbers. Like someone like Murphy and stuff. You should have seen it. Like we'd have some of these races. I'd be 5 minutes back, 10 minutes back.
Wow.
You just lose it,
So what type of bike would one do on a hillier course like that?
So they have like a Parley Z Series bike. They have a specialized tarmac SL5 or SL6. Both of those are rated super lightweight. So all the bikes and gear is rated by stars.
Gotcha.
And then also wheels are important too. So you would run like a Zip 202 wheel or an NV 3.4 wheel, and then you've got the lightest possible setup. Like the Tron bike is pretty light, but still it's kind of like more like a triathlon bike.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah. How are we doing?
We're watching Fleming and Anderson come in as they work.
It doesn't look like they're close enough for a sprint, I don't think.
looks like Anderson's about 5 seconds ahead.
Yep. So maybe Fleming will turn it on. Let's look at the wattage. 2.3, Anderson 2.2. I don't think it's going to happen. No, not this close to the finish, I don't think.
Okay, well, we'll see them roll in, and then looks like Mila Spoon
Oh, Mila Spoon!
out
Yeah,
there
Mila.
on the Z.
I don't have her on my map yet. Is she just behind?
She's on Box Hill. She might be doing another loop.
Oh, she's on box up. I know she was having some trainer stuff last week. It's probably some trainer stuff, but Mila's tremendous. She's leading the D's overall. Junior rider. I think she's 13, 12 or 13, somewhere in that age range.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, I think it looks like I don't see anybody else in the finish here. We can. People are just kind of looping around here.
Yeah, let's wrap it up a little bit, Jed. Let's talk about our rides of the day first. I'll start with my rides of the day, and then you can finish it off for us.
Okay.
Also, we'll draw our two random winners, too.
Okay.
So I'll have Jed draw those in a second. My ride of the day, so this is different from most aggressive. I'll pick a most aggressive later. My rider of the day is probably Corey Kaufman. I thought Corey was tremendous. There was multiple times where I actually thought he was dropped, and he was really the only rider who was able to keep coming back generally.
That's really good. I would have to say that, man, this is a hard one. I think Butterfield.
Yeah, he's just so good. I mean, he's always there.
He is always there. He's always mixing it up. Super, super strong person in that group. And who would you go for? Are we doing aggressive now?
Yeah, let's go ahead and go most aggressive. I thought that once again, to me, the hardest wheel to follow and just kept making it really difficult was Jake Yarmarter.
I would agree with that. I think that there was a lot of pushing there and getting out in front. I would say something that kind of surprised me was it shouldn't surprise me, was see some of the younger riders like Spoon and Murphy kind of pushing it towards the front there and really trying to hang on, and then really finishing strong with the second and third groups, which was quite impressive.
That's a good vote for sure. Sean Roberts was very aggressive as well.
Yeah.
He's a C rider, and I just kept seeing his name pop up. A good call on Murphy. We'll sort that out, Jed. That sounds good, man. Let me get some numbers up here. We'll get some random prizes for people tomorrow. And then we'll wrap it up. It's dark here now with the time change, so that's kind of fun.
Yeah, I'm kind of pixelated in the split screen right now.
Good job on the call today, Jed. The technology worked great. Thanks for being here, bud.
Yeah, hopefully everybody could hear us. We finally figured out our microphone and technology. So we'll see the fourth. The fourth is yet to come. May the fourth race be with us.
Okay, Jed, this time we have 1 through 45 right now, riders. 1 through 45. Go ahead, pick a number.
I'm going to go old school. Calvin Hill's number, I believe, from the Dallas Cowboys, number 35.
35 is... No, we can't do that. It was Petrilli, and Joe has already won. Pick another one.
Okay, I'll go one up. 36.
36. Jeff Bookwalter. Congratulations, Jeff. He didn't even race tonight, but we'll make sure he gets his prize pack as he did sign up for the series. Good job, Jeff. Pick another one, Jed.
Okay, I'm going to go old school again. 12, Roger Staubach.
12 is... that was David Brockman. He already won too. Pick one more.
Okay, well, we will go 18.
18. Jeff Brown from the Flathead Valley.
Nice.
Shout out, Jeff. We'll make sure we get Jeff some socks and some beers from Big Sky Brewery. Big thanks to Zilla State and Big Sky Brewery for sponsoring the series. Jed, thanks for being here, man. Appreciate it.
It was great as always, and we'll see everybody next week.
See you next week. Be safe. Have fun.